It's funny how people fall for the same lie over and over again. Story time. In the heart of Sierra Leone, there lived a young man named Rufus. From childhood, Rufus was different. He was brilliant, outspoken, and full of life. People said he had the kind of charisma that would make even a skeptic believe in miracles. Whenever he spoke, people stopped to listen. His voice carried hope, and his confidence gave people the feeling that real change was possible. Rufus had one mission in life: to bring development in his community. Growing up in poverty, walking on muddy roads, and drinking water from dirty wells, he knew the struggles of his people because he lived them. So when the opportunity came and his party appointed him as candidate for parliament, Rufus saw destiny calling. He stood before massive crowds, his voice echoing through the microphone. "If you elect me, I promise you this: our roads will be paved, every street will have clean running water, a modern community center will rise right here, and your children, yes, every child, will get a scholarship for school. I am your son, I know your pain, and I will bring change." The people roared with excitement. They clapped, they danced, and they believed. Women ululated, young men carried his posters high, and elders prayed blessings on him. Rufus didn't stop there. He went to the poorest part of the district, sat on broken wooden benches, and ate cassava with the old and forgotten people. He hugged beggars and wiped the tears of widows. He was the hero they were waiting for. For 3 months, his campaign was a festival of hope. Songs were sung in his name and his face painted on walls. When election day came, there was no doubt Rufus won by a landslide. His people danced through the night, drums beating as fireworks cracked in the sky. But soon, reality struck. Weeks passed, then months. Nothing changed. The muddy roads remained muddy. The water taps were still dry. The promised community center, not even a foundation stone was laid. The scholarships he swore to provide vanished like smoke in the wind. Rufus was now a honorable member of parliament, and with his new title came new habits. He no longer walked among his people. He rode past them in black-tinted Prado, never rolling down his window to wave. The trenches he stood in during his campaign were like they never existed to him. What did Rufus do instead? He built a very big mansion that casted shadows on the very hut he grew up in. He bought fleets of expensive cars and flew abroad for vacations. He was living his dream, but his people were living the same nightmare. And the most tragic part, after 5 years, Rufus returned, dressed in designer clothes, his Prado glittering under the sun. He stepped out with a big smile. He bought bags of rice, bundles of money, and sweet words dripping with lies. "My people," he shouted, hugging the same villagers he once ignored. "This time, I promise, everything will be different. Just one more term, and I will finish what I started." And just like before, the circle began again. The dancing, the drumming, and the blind hope. Because in a land where hunger bites deep, a bag of rice and a few notes can silence years of betrayal. The end. Today's shoutout is going to Mojama M. Shaw from Sierra Leone. Thank you for watching. If you love stories like this and would love to see more, please give me a follow, leave a like, comment your name and where you're watching from to get shoutout in my next video.